I served an unapproachable God. Well, I served the high priest who served an unapproachable God. Everything changed. I mean, I'd heard stories about Jesus claiming to be the Son of God, and it seemed like that's all the priests wanted to talk about the weeks leading up to that day. Well, that day. That's what I call it now, that day. I'm getting ahead of myself. We followed Judas to the garden because he knew exactly where Jesus was going to be. And so we got there, and it seemed like Jesus was the only one that was awake. There were others there. I mean, anyway, Judas walked up to him and kissed him on the cheek, and I was close enough. I could hear Jesus call him friend. Well, I could hear that. After that, all I remember is a flash of the blade and warm blood running down my cheek and the silence, and I got dizzy. And then Jesus touched me. I'd heard stories about his touch, how he healed with his touch. I'd even heard stories about him healing people with mud and spit and with his hands, and it wasn't his hands. It was his eyes. When he looked in my eyes, something inside of me broke. I mean, his eyes were just full of compassion and grief and joy. And when he pulled his hand away, my ear was, well, it's perfectly fine. Then they had the mock trial and all these charges that they trumped up to condemn him, and Jesus just stood there in silence. He didn't say a word. He just looked at us like he was sorry for us. Well, then the sentencing happened. Then Pilate happened. Then there was the crucifixion. I mean, you couldn't deny what was happening. The earthquake, the darkness, the veil. I was there when the veil ripped. Oh, the loudest crack you could ever see. Even I knew what was happening. God was inviting us in. That unapproachable God was now approachable. And God was on the move.